Yo, back again. I told you I'd get a video out to you guys today, so I'm gonna go ahead and do just that. As you can probably tell by the sounds of me, I'm a little bit sick at the moment, but the show must go on. I'm gonna try and continue to get this content out to you over the next few days, depending on how sick I get. If I don't upload a video, you guys will know why. I was not feeling too good this morning, but I had to soldier on, get this content out to you guys. So here I am. Without further ado, first game of the day, Cavs and the Magic. Cavs just ran the Magic off the floor. Magic could not get anything going. No one on their team scored above 20 points. No one was really trying to score the ball at a high clip, unlike the Cavs, where we had Donovan Mitchell and Sam Merrill just scoring the ball, 25 and 26 between the two of them. Very early game. I didn't watch too much of this one, considering the margin and what was going on in the other games of the day. So I moved on from that one, watched maybe a quarter of it. I spent my time watching the other games, such as 76ers and Spurs. Joel Embiid, 70 of them things, bro. 70 is just ridiculous. It is against the Spurs, but it was against Wemby. There was a lot of talk about how Embiid was going to play against Wemby, their first meeting in the association. But Joel, just one of the most methodical 70 balls I've ever seen. Just catching the ball on the block, hitting mid-ranges, getting to the line, put-back layups. I think he still finished with 18 rebounds as well. So he was rebounding the ball at a high clip as well as scoring. On the broadcast, I think they said he had 7 offensive rebounds or something, which is ridiculous. Just playing to his strengths. There's really nothing else to say about this game other than he just absolutely just had his way with the Spurs. In fairness to the Spurs, they kept themselves alive for a lot of this game. Kept scoring. Keldon Johnson played a decent game. Wemby, I think, finished with about 30 in the end. He played a good game, but in the end, it was just the Joel Embiid show. As I said, just Jojo, hats off to you. Massive game. He's my MVP so far, provided he can stay healthy and stay over that 65 wins threshold that the new criteria allows for. He will run away with the MVP, in my personal opinion, but only time will tell. Third game, Bucks and Pistons. Pistons, once again, so close. You guys were in it up until the last 5 minutes of the game, how it has been for a lot of your season. You get to that last 5 minutes and you guys just can't score. It's the worst thing to watch, where young guys scoring, looking like they might get a win against one of these top sides, and then as soon as it gets to that last 5 minutes, they just have absolutely no offense or defense. The Bucks took advantage of that. Chris Middleton hit a couple of big shots at the end of the game. Giannis just bulldozing his way in, as he always does. But yeah, for the Pistons, it was a valiant effort. This record, I don't see lasting much longer. I hope so, for the organisation and the players' sake, that this streak doesn't last too much longer, because it'd be so just mind-numbing for the players to be losing night in and night out. I think Cade should be back soon, which would be a massive boost for them. But we'll see over the next few days what happens with that. Grizzlies, Raptors. I didn't watch too much of this one. Bit of a dull game. The Grizzlies were ahead for most of the game pretty comfortably. The Raptors just found a way towards the end of the game to sort of fight back. They got to fight back and at least make this game competitive, but all in all, the Grizzlies were just the better team tonight. RJ Barrett played well, as he has been doing, as I've been saying, But yeah, as I said, Grizzlies too good. I didn't pay too much attention to this one. I think I watched a half of it, but yeah, wasn't the best game going on in that time slot compared to the Hornets and Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns, 62 points, 44 at halftime. I don't know what the Timberwolves were doing at the end of the game, benching him in the clutch time because they went on to lose this game by 3 points. Why he was playing the way he was playing and sitting on the bench in that fourth quarter, I have absolutely no idea. But Chris Finch apparently knows something a lot of us don't. Anthony Edwards, questionable at the start of the game with the flu. He stepped up and still played, but played quite mediocre. I think he only had 1 or 2 shot attempts up to halftime, which with Karl shooting the way he was, kind of understandable, but you like Anthony Edwards to get more shots up, even if Karl's playing the way he's playing. Whereas for the Hornets, big game, LaMelo, 18 points and 14 assists, I think it was. Just, he's huge being back for them, making them look a lot better, getting everyone in their spots. Brandon Miller, another 20-plus point performance. They made the right pick in the draft, in my personal opinion. Scoot playing good basketball as of late, but Brandon just being solid for them. He's the person that they needed in their lineup, just the anchor man, scoring, giving you some defense. Miles Bridges had a good first quarter, had a dozen points in the first quarter, hitting shots, getting to the rim, being that role man for LaMelo, playing good basketball. They stole the win, 128 to 125. Karl, best career high for him and franchise point record for the Timberwolves, I'm pretty sure. All coming in a loss, which is very disappointing, but at the end of the day, it's basketball, it happens. The Mavericks and the Celtics. Celtics, second night of a back-to-back. Didn't skip a beat. Played great basketball. The Mavericks, Luka, Kyrie, played good basketball, but it was their depth at the end of the day that killed them. Other than your six-man Tim Hardaway continuing to play great basketball, giving you 20-plus points. He's doing great. Luka, Kyrie continuing to try and do their thing. Luka, absolute monster game, 33, 13, and 18. Ridiculous numbers. We're at such a weird point in the NBA now where a stat line like that is just any other night for Luka. I think it gets taken for granted a lot of the time that he's putting up these absolutely ridiculous stats and we're just not paying any sort of mind to it. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown on the other side, carry job tonight, 34 points for Jaylen and 39 points for Jason. So effectively, it was a 2-on-2 from both sides, but a good watch nevertheless. Dallas stuck around, but in the end couldn't get the win. Boston getting up 119 to 110. Dallas have been slipping recently, dropping a couple of games, but I don't see it lasting. With Kyrie only just coming back, I feel like they still need time to mould and get the rest of their roster together. But I'm sure that won't take too long and they're going to stay in the playoff picture regardless of how it all turns out. Second last game of the day, just wrapped up as I'm recording. The Bulls and the Suns. KD masterclass, I think ended with 40-odd points. And the game winner, tough mid-range, fadeaway. 2 defenders on him, Caruso coming from behind. You see him adjust his shot in midair to actually make the bucket, which is crazy impressive. That you can have the composure in the air and still make a shot like that. The Bulls played really well. Kobe White, if Tyrese Maxey wasn't in the league, I believe he could be in the running for most improved. He's sat on the bench for them the last couple of years, and he's finally got the shine with Zach being out so long. And he's scoring for them night in, night out, 20-plus points every other night. Playing really well for them. DeMar getting into his mid-range spots. Gave away a pretty crucial offensive foul with a couple of minutes left, grabbing Grayson Allen on the arm as the challenge, and it was overturned. But in the end, Bulls played really well. Suns' second night of a back-to-back, as well as like the Celtics, couldn't beat their performance, especially with having Kevin on your team. He's just one of the most consistent scorers of all time. Having him on your team is just such a luxury, and the Bulls couldn't do anything about him tonight. Alex Caruso being the best defender, playing on him, he's just too short. Although he's a great defender, and I'm not knocking Alex Caruso at all, he's just too short for Kevin. Being 7 foot tall and being able to just get his shot up over the top of him is crazy. As I'm recording this, the Kings and Hawks are still on. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Kings are up pretty comfortably. So I thought I'd get this video out to you guys so I could rest up, hopefully get rid of a lot of this sickness, and be a lot better for tomorrow so I can still get a video out for you guys regardless of how I'm feeling. But other than that, just to go over it again, Cavs get the win over the Magic. 76ers off a Joel Embiid masterclass get the win over the Spurs. Bucks beat the Pistons in a close one. Grizzlies over the Raptors. Hornets win over the Timberwolves regardless of Cat's performance. Celtics get a close one over the Mavericks, and the Suns off a game winner from Kevin Durant over the Bulls. Tomorrow's slate of games, only 5 games, so that's good. I should be able to get a pretty in-depth viewing of all of those, which should be good. I can get that out to you guys. Hopefully I don't feel too bad tomorrow and I can still get that out to you guys. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. And once again, thanks for tuning in. Liking and subscribing, I don't say it enough, would be greatly appreciated for any of you viewers. I'm trying to get this as much as big as possible. Yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.